Welcome to the Vaapad meme tier list for Festival of Legends. Our goal here will not be overall power level or competitive viability. Instead, we're looking at the exciting things about this expansion, the stuff that the true memers will appreciate. As you can see from our tier list and this axis chart that is on the screen now, we are prioritizing things that will see play in meme decks, not necessarily in meta decks. At the top right, we have the set marquee. That's strong cards that have tons of meme potential. So we're thinking like Shutterwalk is a great example of a set marquee. Meme potential is an exciting card that maybe isn't the strongest card, but it's not weak either. Meme enabler is a strong card that's average excitement level, not super exciting, but not boring either. Meme support is the true middle, so it's a card that is just there to support the deck. So you're thinking things like timeout or your draw engine or whatever sort of things to keep you alive and get you to your meme. That's intriguing is things that are exciting but terrible. That's cute are things that are average excitement level and weak. Who cares is things that are super boring but average power level. Forgettable is the pack filler, the weak and boring section. And the meme oppressors are the meta players that are going to just destroy any hope of playing a fun deck. Think Dirty Rats and the Swordfishes and the things that just make it impossible to play your favorite meme deck. Without further ado, let's get into it. Card number 1 here, we've got Air Guitarist. So 1 mana 1/1. Battlecry, give your weapon +1 durability. So I see this as something, there's a lot of weapons that an extra durability would make more interesting. My thought is maybe Hope of Kel'Thuzad, so that sort of thing. And maybe even looking towards some of the worse weapons like Woe Cleaver or the Ruin Spear or something of that nature that's very memey. With that being said, I'm going to put that in the meme support category. Next we have Altered Chord, 5 mana nature spell, lifesteal, deal 5 damage to a minion, costs 3 less if you're overloaded. So I could see this where you're trying to do something cute with Overload Shaman, and this does help keep you alive in that sort of deck, so we'll put that in meme support. Augmented Elic, 10 mana, 6/12 taunt, Death Rattle, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. This probably falls into Who Cares. It's not particularly exciting, and it's not strong, but it's not terrible. If you play this down, it could be decent into aggro. Annoyo Troop, 9 mana, 3/6 mech, Taunt, Divine Shield, Death Rattle, summon 3 1/2 mechs with Taunt and Divine Shield. So it interests me. I'm not sure what we're doing with this, but it interests me. It's a big mech that helps you stay alive from board presence. I'm trying to figure out how you cheat this out, which obviously with mechs you can do with like Galvanizer and such, but it's still like 9 mana, which is a lot. So we'll put this in the that's intriguing category. Next we have Annoying Fan. 1 mana 1/2 mech, choose a minion. It can't attack while this is alive. This feels really weak, but could be interesting. Put it in, that's cute. Arcanite Ripper. 3 mana 3/2 1 Blood Ruin weapon for Death Knight. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 lifesteal undead. Change your health on your turn while equipped to improve. So it's just a Fiery War Axe with upside, right? Probably still really bad and not particularly interesting. But the undead doesn't really do anything. It heals you, but seems really slow. Audio Amplifier. Set your maximum mana and hand size to 11. 2 mana 2/3 mech. This is very good for memes. It's going to be in one of these top 3. So let's think about our descriptors here. Oh, okay. So for Meme Enabler is a strong card that's not that exciting. Meme Potential is an exciting card that's average power level. Set Marquee is strong and powerful. I'd say this has Meme Potential. So we're going to go with that. Meme Potential because it's not the strongest card, but it does enable some wacky stuff. Next card is Audio Medic. 2 mana 2/3 rush, finale, gain lifesteal. I'm going to say Forgettable. We'll put it in Who Cares. I'd say that's probably average power level. Then we have Beatboxer. 3 mana 4/3 mech combo, deal 4 damage, randomly split among all enemies. Probably in Who Cares or Meme Oppressor, huh? How good do I think this card is going to be? Not that good. It's a 3 mana minion that wants to be played in Rogue. Probably fits into Who Cares. We got Bounce Around featuring Corona. So there's meme potential with this, right? Whenever you can bounce cards and get mana reduction, it's good. But they've got Tenwu and they've got Daring Escape. So it's combining the effects of those two cards and the mana cost, because one of them's 1 mana, one of them's 2 mana, is adding those cards together good. I'll put it in, we'll go into that's intriguing. Brass Elemental. 4 mana, 3/3 Elemental, Rush, Divine Shield, Taunt, Wind Fury. So, Corpse Taker, anyone? Seems good. Not good, but it seems at least like something you could do. It's a nice elemental, so res off of things like N'Zoth. That's cute. Breakdance. 1 mana shadow spell. Return a friendly minion to your hand, summon a dancer with its stats and rush. This card's probably just like good, right? How interesting is it? It's Shadow Step, but you leave a body and still have board presence. So what you can do is you can swing face with your dude, break dance, and then trade into the minion, and then have the value of playing the card again. I'm gonna go on Meme Oppressor, our first one. All right, next card is Candle Raiser. 4 mana, 3/3 Divine Shield. Finale, give adjacent minions Divine Shield. Forgettable. Climactic Necrotic Explosion. 10 mana, Death Knight legendary spell. 1 of each ruin. Lifesteal. Deal 5 damage. Summon 2 1/1 souls. Randomly improved by corpses you've spent. That's intriguing. Probably average power level. I'd look at something like this in Spiteful, except there's not the support there. There's only this and the Triple Frost 7 and the Triple Unholy 9. So you can't play the 3 of them together, and 2 of them are legendary. So it needs more support before it gets there. But that by itself is actually enough to intrigue me. Concert Promo Drake. 8 mana tradable, 8/8 dragon. Finale, destroy an enemy minion. Tradable's neat, I guess. Big dragon's neat, I guess. 8/8 for 8 is pretty fair. And destroy an enemy minion is pretty... I mean, you're going to play this with Finale a lot, right? But, like, because you're just going to curve into it, sort of a thing. Or you can ping and then play it. I don't know why I said ping, like it's going to be mage exclusive. But you can hero power, and I don't know. I think I've given this too much thought. Probably Who Cares? Probably not forgettable, right? Hover Artist. 4 mana, 3/3 Battle Cry. Transform into a 3/3 copy of a minion. So this feels like a meme card. It's, I mean, how many times do you want to copy something but for your combo, but Faceless Manipulator is just a mana too expensive? This seems pretty good. Exciting. Probably not a set marquee, but definitely got meme potential there. All right. Cowbell Soloist. 3 mana 4/2 Cowbell Soloist. Battle Cry, if you control no other minions, deal 2 damage. Crowd Surfer. 1 mana 1/1 Murloc. Death Rattle, give any other minion +1/+1, and this Death Rattle. Super terrible. Somewhat exciting. I don't know what benefit there is to potentially giving your opponent's minions this thing is, but maybe someday. I don't know. Maybe you could like pair it with a card that says like destroy an enemy minion with Death Rattle. Does that card exist? Surely not. Disc Jockey. 2 mana 4/1 Mech Beast. Combo, add a random combo card to your hand. So this is between forgettable and Who Cares, because it's like, is this going to be strong? Probably not in Wild, so that makes it forgettable. Dreamboat. 2 mana 1/2 Naga for Priest. Battlecry, restore 3 health to all other friendly minions. Gain +1 and 1 for each one overhealed. So if you've got a wide board, this becomes a tall boy, maybe? And then what? Great question. I don't think anything happens. Forgettable. Drum Circle. 7 mana nature spell for Druid. Choose one, summon 5 2/2 Treant, or give your minions +2/+4 and taunt. 7 mana for this card? This is like 1 mana more for 2 more 2/2 Treants, or like just worse than Pride's Fury, which is already a bad card. You get +1 and 1 in taunt on your minions for 3 extra mana. This card's terrible. Absolutely terrible. ETC Band Manager. 4 mana 4/4. While building your deck, assemble a band of 3 cards. Battlecry, discover one. So basically, with this card, you get to pick 3 cards that you don't want to run in your deck normally, but that you want to have the option to get if you need. And this card discovers one of them for you. I've been using so this is the one that released already. I've been using him in Spiteful decks to add some small spells, which has been very fun and it's got some strength to it. Set marquee, which makes sense. Good job, Blizzard. Fan Club. 1 mana, 2 durability, location for priest. Restore 3 health to all friendly characters. This feels like it'll become a part of that deck where the overheal mechanic with the draw and the chargers and the legendary we're going to get to later, but this just seems pretty strong. So that begs the question. It is strong. It begs the question, is it interesting? I'd say it's probably something. I mean, it keeps you alive. Even so, like there's degenerate stuff you can do, but it also just keeps you alive. Meme enabler, strong and average interestingness, maybe. Okay, we have Festival Security, 3 mana 2/5 taunt finale. Force all enemy minions to attack this. Forgettable. Lowrider, 2 mana 3/2 Naga. Battlecry. If you're overloaded, discover a spell from your deck. Okay, what are you discovering? Is there a spell in Shaman that you absolutely have to win the game? And if so, are you willing to overload in order to draw to it quicker? I don't know. Seems like there's potential there. I don't know how good it is. That's cute. Freebird. 4 mana 2/2 charge beast. Battlecry, gain +1/1 for each other Freebird you've played this game. Terrible card. Interesting though. That's cute. Frequency Oscillator. 1 mana 2/1. The next mech you play costs 1 less. So maybe this is how we're getting our Anoia troop out, but you have to play it like after the Galvanizer and stuff. So on turn 3, you can play Galvanizer, Frequency Oscillator to reduce the cost of your next mech by 3. This Anoia troop still costs 6 and you die. Seems good. I mean, all jokes aside, this card is probably fine. Probably finds a home in some mech decks. If you find mech decks interesting, awesome. I don't. Probably in the who cares category. If it's not, it's because it's in the meme oppressor category, which, I mean, this really helps mech decks high roll even harder. I'm gonna go with a tentative meme oppressor here. I feel like this card could be good, especially at keeping memes chances dead. 5 mana 4/4 Ghost Rider. Battlecry, discover a spell. Finale, discover another. Forgettable. Harmonic Metal. 3 mana Blood. Give 4 random minions in your hand +2 and 2. Swaps each turn. It swaps to Dissonant Metal, which is give 2 random minions in your hand +4 and 4. Hand buff Death Knight. The card itself seems fine. 4 minions, 2 and 2, seems like something that you would like to do pretty often, and if you happen to not have enough minions in your hand, you can wait for the Dissonant one and just get your value anyways. We'll throw this in. That's intriguing. I don't know if there's anything there yet, but it's a decent card and something could form around it. Heartbreaker Hedonus. 4 mana 4/8, Battlecry, deal 4 damage to this minion. Overheal, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. So we mentioned this earlier with Fan Club. So you play Fan Club the turn before, maybe even 2 Fan Clubs. You play Hedonus on 4. You can do Flash Heal, you can do Binding Heal, something that overheals him right away. You deal 5. Oh, and I should say you probably want a Radiant Elemental for this, so maybe this isn't happening on 4. But, so, Hedonus, Radiant Elemental, a litany of 1 mana heal spells, Circle of Healing, double Fan Club, double Circle, double Fan Club, double Regenerate. Like, this could be a lot of damage very early on in the game. I think that's an exciting way to play the game. The jury is still out on if that deck is going to be good. A lot of people think it's going to be good. So probably falls into meme oppressor, right? But it also depends. If you're the one playing it, do you care that it's super strong? That's a set marquee. It's going to be at the top or the bottom. I mean, this deck sounds interesting to me more than most decks, so we'll put it in set marquee. Next, we have Heartthrob, 3 mana 2/5 Undead. Overheal, summon a random minion with cost equal to the amount overhealed. So, like, you can circle this and get a 4-drop with your 3-drop, with your overstated 3-drop. That's cute. Hipster, 2 mana 1/3. Battlecry, discover a spell from your opponent's class that isn't in their deck. Okay. Thief Rogue loves this. There's also a world where you're just like trying to get a certain card that doesn't get run by people, and so like you're trying to like get a combo. There's gonna be a trolled in video of hipster like finding something ridiculous in a class that shouldn't have it. That all being said, it's not good, so we're putting it in that's cute. Exciting, but not necessarily good. Next card, Idol's Adoration. 1 mana 0/2 weapon. Your hero power costs 0. After you use it, lose 1 durability. Pretty uninteresting. In a wild, there's better ways to do this. Forgettable. Instrument Tag. 2 mana 1/2 battlecry, draw a weapon. Okay, so primary use for this is probably going to be Twig Sphere shenaniganry. However, that's not necessarily outlawing it from being a combo card. I mean, Twig and Sphere are really good for Druid combos. And Instrument Tech is, I'm very excited for, in order to draw my Hope of Kel'Thuzad. So this is going in set marquee for me. I'm very excited for this card. Inza. 5 mana, 5/5. Battlecry for the rest of the game. Your overload cards cost 1 less. Not particularly strong is my first impression of this. However, this seems, whenever you say for the rest of your game, X costs 1 less, that seems like it could be a meme somewhere down the road. So in that case, we're saying, in that deck, that would be a strong card, but in everything else, it'd be weak. So I'm going to say that's intriguing. Jazz Base. 3 mana 2/2 weapon. Death Rattle, your next spell costs 1 less. Overload while equipped to improve. For similar reasons as Inza, I think there's not a deck here, but once there is, this card's going to be really good. That's intriguing. Jive Insect. 5 mana fire spell. Transform a minion into Ragnaros the Fire Lord. Sure. 5 mana Rag. Pretty decent. If you play it with Zentimo, that's super funny. I'm going to put it in that's cute. Kangor, Dancing King. 5 mana, 3/3, Lifesteal. Death Rattle, swap this with a minion from your hand and give it Lifesteal. So it does nothing when it comes down. It is a good dual hit because you can summon it, kill it off against your opponent's thing, probably, while healing for 3, and then summon a big thing from your hand that does impact the board and give that lifesteal. So seems decent in that style of deck. We're going to say a meme support card. Average power level, but exciting. Next we got Lead Dancer. 6 mana, 4/2, summon a minion from your deck with less attack than this minion, and this is a Death Rattle. This is terrible, right? So forgettable. Merch Seller. 4 mana, 3/5, Naga. At the end of your turn, put a random spell on the top of your opponent's deck. So you're just preventing their draw from, well, you're not preventing their draw, you're just giving them a bad card instead of a card from their deck. Maybe some niche applications as a tech, but we're going to say who cares. Metronome, 3 mana, 2/4, mech. After you play a 1-cost card, draw a 2-cost card, then increase. So there's a world, right, where we, on 2, play Galvanizer, and then on 3, we play Galvanizer for 1, the card we saw earlier for 0, Metronome for 0, play a 1-cost mech, play a 2-cost mech. There's something here, maybe. Could be a good draw engine in specifically that deck. Could be something somewhere else as well. We'll put it in that's intriguing. Mishmash Mosher. 8 mana, 3/10, rush, undead. After this attacks, gain +1 attack and attack a random enemy minion. Okay. Obsessive Fan. 4 mana, 2/6. Battlecry, choose a minion. It has stealth while this is alive. How are you keeping this alive? Because stealth only matters if you're like trying to stick a minion, right? So how are you keeping Obsessive Fan alive so that you can keep the other card alive? Are you just hoping that like they can't deal 6 and then enough damage left over to get rid of your other thing? Seems really bad. Alright. Opera Soloist. 5 mana, 4/6 demon. Battlecry, if you control no other minions, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. We're going to say forgettable. 5 mana, Hellfire. One side is really bad. And it's not guaranteed either. Outfit Tailor. 3 mana, 2/2. Battlecry, give a friendly minion attack and health equal to this minion's. So you hand buff it, and then you like make it a fireball. That's cute. Could just do magnetic stuff. Pack the House. 7 mana shaman spell. Summon a random 6/5, 4, and 3-cost minion. Overload 2. Summoning random Minions of varying costs for way too much mana and overloading because of it seems real bad. Paparazzi, 3 mana, 3/4, Battlecry, discover a legendary minion. Okay. Random legendaries are very bad. You get to pick one. Is it limited to your class? If it is, it's never is even a meme consideration. If it can discover outside of your class, then maybe throw it in something. Overall, forgettable. Party Animal, 2 mana, 2/3 beast, Battlecry, give +1/1 to a minion of each type in your hand. This seems like it's going to be really strong. It seems like kind of deck that I want to play, like a menagerie hand buff type thing. So we are going to put this in the meme potential, I think. So I don't think, well, no, we're going to put it in meme enabler because it's strong and mildly exciting. It's like something that enables a deck. Peaceful Piper, 1 mana, 1/1. Choose one, draw a beast, or discover one. So this is going to see play in a druid deck that we're going to talk about later, where there's certain specific beasts that you want. All in all, anytime it says draw a specific thing, you have to give it a thought for meme stuff. So we're going to put this into meme support. Meme potential. Meme potential. It's like a very important card in the decks that want to draw a beast. Photographer Fizzle, 3 mana, 3/3. Take a snapshot of your current hand and shuffle it into your deck. So it's a super value card, or you're getting extra copies of things that you want, and then you have to like go and find the photograph. Look at this photograph. Seems average in like every way. It's actually a little weak. It's probably that's cute. Are we doing that's cute, or are we doing meme support? That's intriguing. That's intriguing is probably where we're going. Really weak, but pretty exciting. Oh, no, that's cute. I'm not super excited about that card. It seems mid. Power Chord Synchronize, 2 mana Holy Spell. Choose a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. Finale, give both +1 and 2. So Seance with upside if you spend all your mana. Who cares? Probably fine. Posic, Audio Engineer, 4 mana, 5/4. Battlecry, add 2 3/3 bots to your opponent's hand. Death Rattle, summon them for yourself. Super lame card. Super bad effect. Forgettable. Pyrotechnician, after you cast a spell, add a random fire spell to your hand. Value generator. Again, if it sticks to your class, then maybe if there's a class that only has like 1 or 2 fire spells, maybe worth a look. If it's any class, maybe worth a look because I don't know, fire spells can be good. They also can be terrible though. You could get Grand Finale. So yeah, probably falls under forgettable, right? Record Scratcher, 3 mana, 2/2 rogue weapon. Death Rattle, refresh 1 mana crystal. Play combo cards while equipped to improve. Mana sheet and rogue. What's new? Do we care? Is this good? Whenever you say refresh mana crystals, that's probably like good for memes. We're gonna say meme enabler because it's probably at least medium strong and it's definitely like intriguing. Or sorry, it's like definitely strong and like average excitement level. Rhyme Spinner, 3 mana, 1/3 rush. Combo, gain +1 and 1 for each other combo card you've played this game. So these boys could be big. Pretty intriguing there. Is there a way to make them go face? Guaranteed. Pairs really well with Breakdance. Probably goes in, who cares? Average strength, not a particularly exciting effect, unless someone can think of something that I can't here. Rin, Orchestrator of Doom. 5 mana, 3/6 taunt. Death Rattle, both players draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and destroy the top 2 cards of their deck. This falls squarely into that's cute. It's got like you could just like decimate someone and then take them to fatigue, right? You just get rid of all their cards. That's super bad. Rolling Stone, 2 mana, 2/2 elemental. Rush, Battlecry, the last card you played costs 1, gain +1 and 1. So you play a 1-drop, you play this on 2, it's a 3/3 with Rush. Decent. You play it any other time and under any other circumstance, terrible card. Not even that interesting. Forgettable. Rowdy Fan, 3 mana, 1/5. Battlecry, Quillbore. Choose a minion. It has +4 attack while this is alive. Pretty bad. Not that interesting. Screaming Banshee. 5 mana, 3/6 undead. Lifesteal after a hero gains health. I'm going to soul with that much attack and health. Might be fine. Don't really care about it, so that's who cares. Starlight Groove. Give your hero a divine shield. For the rest of the game, playing a holy spell refreshes it. Interesting. Don't know how strong it is. Throw it in, that's intriguing. Maybe there's something there. Static Waveform, 3 mana, 5/6 elemental. At the start of each turn, lose 1 attack or health, chosen randomly. So it's just like decent on the first turn, and then as it gets smaller, or even at the beginning, you could just silence it, and then it's a 5/6. I'm here for it. We'll throw it in meme support, average power level, average. Like, this is like something you put in like Silence Priest, probably. Stereo Totem, 2 mana 0/3. Totem, at the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand +2 and 2. Hand buff for classes that don't have hand buff, because it is neutral. Forgettable. Summer Flower Child, Battle Cry, or 5 mana 4/5 Battle Cry. Draw 2 cards that cost 6 or more. Finale, they cost 1 less. So you get a small discount on them. So if you draw some 7 mana cards, you can play them on 6. Is there any consideration for Celestial Alignment here? I mean, you're Druid. You don't really need more mana cheat, especially on a 5 mana 4/5 body with conditions. Forgettable. The 1 Amalgam Band, 7 mana 6/6. Battlecry, gain a random bonus effect for each minion type you've played this game. We're not sure. I don't know what the bonus effects are. If any of them are attack based, you just play this in Warrior, play charge on it, go face. If you do attack and Wind Fury, that's pretty good. Make him a large boy. We'll throw him in, that's intriguing. No. Meme support. He's like one, well, no, that'd be meme potential, right? Because he's exciting, but he's not super strong. Timber Tambourine, 4 mana 2/3. Death Rattle, summon 1 5/5 ancient. Play cards that cost 5 or more while they're equipped to improve. No? Who cares? Like, this is bad. Forgettable. Tony, King of Piracy, 5 mana 4/6 pirate. Both players' decks are swapped. Finale, draw a card. So you're effectively drawing from your opponent's deck. Is that good? Jury's out. Is that fun? It's kind of fun. People are saying playing a warrior with like either Discover on Goro and potentially Skulking Geist for if they switch back, or you do like Steam Cleaner instead of Skulking Geist. So probably meme potential. Actually, we're gonna go set Marquee, I think. I think that warrior deck's gonna be like more real than people are giving it credit for. It's gonna frustrate the hell out of a lot of people. Unpopular has been 6 mana 5/5 undead. Death Rattle, summon a random 5-cost minion from the past. So this in Wild, so 6 mana 5/5, summon a random 5-cost. No. Void Virtuoso, 1 mana 1/3. During your turn, your hero is immune. This seems like the kind of thing that you would like to have in a meme deck. Not for like fair uses, but like for like a combo type thing. This feels like a meme enabler, perhaps. Worgen Roadie, 3 mana 3/4. Battlecry, summon a 0/3 instrument case for your weapon, or for your opponent. Break it for a random weapon. Forgettable. Alright, now we go to Aerosmith. 2 mana 2/3. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to the lowest health enemy. Is there an Echo card in Hunter that costs low amounts of mana that we can do infinitely? Thinking of none, I think we shall put this in. That's cute. Banjosaur. 10 mana 5/6 rush. Whenever this attacks, draw a beast and gain stats. So much fun. Big beasts are back, baby. Very exciting card. Average power level card. That puts it squarely in meme potential. Barrel of Monkeys. 2 mana, summon a 1/4 monkey with taunt. 3 monkeys left. So I can see this in a deck where you only want to run a few minions and you're just trying not to die. This feels like meme support. Big Dream. Summon the highest cost beast from your hand. It goes dormant for 2 turns. This card's probably not that good, but it sure is exciting. Black Rock and Roll. 5 mana fire spell. Give all minions in your deck attack and health equal to their cost. So people are saying giants with this. I'm saying doing this makes Bran have 7 health, and you can do Starliner shenaniganry. I think this is exciting and might have something there. So we'll put it up in meme potential. Bone Shredder. Battlecry, or 5 mana 5/4 Battlecry. Spend 5 corpses to trigger and gain the Death Rattle of a random friendly minion that died this game. So you're getting an extra Death Rattle tick on something. What about, I was going to say Ellen Boars, but that's surely not good, right? Just do Boars infinitely, right? I'm not sure what Death Rattle you're doing, if I'm honest. Is there like a Tamsin's Phylactery analog here where you're doing Mechathune or something? Or Mind Decay? 5 corpses, though, is a lot. That's cute. Feels fine for this. Bridge Riff. Summon a 3/4 rocker with taunt and a 4/3 with rush. Finale, play your last riff. So why do they hate warrior? Does anyone know? They just like don't want us to be viable. For this, we are going to add a tier. Blizzard's bidding on warrior minions. Anywho, bunch of bananas. 1 mana. Give a minion plus 1/1. 3 bananas left. So like Yogg. Cagehead. 8 mana 5/1. Undead. Death Rattle, summon a 9/9 Blight Boar with charge and taunt. Can you trigger that Death Rattle multiple times? Is that good enough? Is this 8 mana? That's cute. Chorus Riff. Draw a minion, give it +2 and 2. So I was going to put this in the Blizzard Spitting on Warrior Mains category, but Corbett made a very good point that it does just say draw a minion on it, or it might have been Raffle. I may have misattributed it. Someone on State of Wild made the point that this is just like Warrior doesn't have draw a minion, and if you're running few enough minions, it could just be fine. So we're gonna agree with that sentiment. So that's a meme enabler. Which is weird to say. Next we have Death Growl. Choose a minion. Spread its death rattle to adjacent minions. So this is what we do with Cagehead. Or like Owl. Or Mines. Or something. This kind of card feels like something that can produce something in the future. Meme potential. DJ Mana Storm. Battlecry. 10 mana 8/8. Battlecry set the cost of your spells in your hand to 0. After you cast one, the others cost 1 more. So for some reason, until just now, I thought this was an aura effect that, or not an aura effect on Millhouse here, but I thought that all spells you played followed this, but no, it's just the ones in your hands. So you have to draw whatever combo you're doing and then play this 10 mana card. So it's even worse than I thought, but there's got to be something there that's gonna be clip worthy at some point. So. Eye of Shadow, 2 mana 2/3. Your hero has lifesteal, so you can just this has potential with Il'gynoth maybe. It's just a good support card that you can chuck in your deck and have more survivability. So we'll put it in meme support. Funkfin, 3 mana 2/2. Divine Shield. Your minions with Divine Shield have +2 attack, and it's a Murloc, which I care about because what if we did Divine Shield Menagerie Paladin? And what if we make it pure and we throw the Purator in there? I don't know. Something might be there. It's probably bad. It intrigues me, so it's going to go in that's intriguing. Glavetar, 4 mana 4/2. Death Rattle, draw 1 card. Play Outcast cards while equipped to improve. So 4 mana, draw a bunch of cards. Seems just fine, right? I don't see it being a meme oppressor. Probably somewhere in the meme enabler realm. Just a solid card. Going down swinging. 5 mana. Give your hero +2 attack and immune this turn. Then attack each enemy minion. So you buff your hero to the moon, right? And then you find a way to Silas a yeah, this is really bad. Well, it's not bad. It's a good support card, but there's no combo potential here, right? So probably falls under meme support, where it's just a good removal. Halveria Darkraven. 4 mana 4/3 rush. After a friendly rush minion attacks, give your minions +1 attack. Probably fine, not that exciting. Who cares? Infinitize the Maxitude. 2 mana, discover a spell, finale, return this to your hand at end of turn. Doesn't Mage have enough ways to discover spells? Why are you playing this one? Because infinite, theoretically, if you can curve well, it seems pretty bad. Forgettable. Instrument Smasher, 4 mana 3/6. Whenever your weapon is destroyed, equip a random Demon Hunter weapon. Forgettable. Jitterbug, 4 mana 4/3. Beast, Divine Shield. After a friendly character loses Divine Shield, draw a card. This goes in that deck I was talking about. We're going to go put it next to its buddy Funkfin, and that's intriguing. Jungle Jammer, 4 mana 4/2. Death Rattle, summon a random 1-cost beast. Cast spells while equipped to improve. So you play this on curve, you jam a bunch of spells, and then you summon random beasts. Random beasts are kind of bad, right? Even as you get into higher level mana, because even you get to 10 mana, right? Sure, you've got Ultrasaur and others. You've also got Dark Moon Rabbit. Baku's up there at 9. Giant Mastodon is fine, I guess. By the time you juice this enough, do you care? That all said, seems like it's fun in Yogg. Might rip it in some Yogg Hunter with that banana stuff. Put it in, that's cute. King Mukla. 6 mana 10/10 beast. Rush battle cry. Fill your opponent's hand with bananas. This seems like fine, actually. And it's like low enough curve that if you have to play it out, you're fine with it, but it's big enough that if you and has enough board impact that you're kind of like interested in playing it in a big beast hunter. Do we think it's extra exciting in average strength or extra strong in average excitement? Probably mean potential. If I'm honest. Goes up there with Banjosaurus, buddy. Mosh Pit, 2 mana Death Knight location. Spend 3 corpses to give a friendly minion reborn. You could give your mines reborn. Any takers? Spending corpses. Ugh. This might just be good enough in like, cause like sometimes you struggle to like discount your Stitch Giants because you can't spend like Undead does really good at generating corpses, but it really has a problem with like using them sometimes. This might just be good enough. We're gonna put that in meme support. Rush the stage. 3 mana, draw 2 rush minions. They cost 1 less. Drawing cards, good. Especially in Demon Hunter. Arcane Intellect on rush minions specifically, and they get a discount. It's just pretty strong. That's like a meme enabler, even maybe. Security. 2 mana, summon 2 1/1 Illidari with rush. Outcast summon 1 more. Probably in who cares? Snakebite, 2 mana 1/1 rush. Battlecry gain +1/1 for each minion that died this turn. Okay. And then what? Probably fine, but who cares? Spotlight, 2 mana tradable. Convert a friendly Divine Shield into a 5/5 elemental. That's cute. Stranglethorn Heart, tradable. 10 mana. Resurrect all friendly beasts that cost 5 or more. So I thought this was just purely a meme card. Like Spiteful Summoner is going to be fun with this. Big Beast is going to be fun with this. But someone made a point that in Copper Hunter, it resurrects like Rhino and the Rush dudes that infuse and Hydrolodon. So yeah, that's terrifying. But since it has the meme potential, we're going to put it in set marquee. First Riff. 2 mana, give your hero +2 attack this turn, gain 2 armor. Finale, play your last Riff. Claw for 2 mana. Cool. Alright, then we go to Audio Splitter, which says 3 mana 4/3 mech, Death Rattle, copy the highest cost spell in your hand. What spell are you copying with this? Do you run no spells that cost more than 3 and copy your ice block? Do you copy some Yogg boxes? Some Mask of Cthulhu's? That's cute. Something's there, probably. Drum Soloist. 5 mana 5/5 taunt. Battle Cry. If you control no other minions, gain +2/2 and rush. And it's a dragon. Like I get that none of the soloists are that good. This is actually probably one of the better ones. Because theoretically, as warrior, you're not playing any minions on before turn 5, apparently. Oh man. 5 mana 7/7 rush with taunt. If you're like way behind on board. This does just feel like the bottom category here. I was between that and forgettable, like the other soloists. Next is Fight Over Me. 4 mana, choose 2 enemy minions, they fight. Add copies of any that die to your hand. So you can like choose 2 to get rid of, and then you get value from them. You can kill their Astalor and maybe their damaged Bran or something. I don't know. Seems fine. Put it in meme support. Free Spirit. 1 mana 1/2 undead beast. Battlecry and Death Rattle. Your hero power gains 1 more armor this game. This card is like fine. It's like so it's gonna make Druid have a lot of armor, which Druid already does armor really well. Better than the armor class, mind you. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be probably fine. That being said, Blizzard spitting on Warrior Mans. Groovy Cat. 2 mana 2/1 beast. Battlecry and Death Rattle. Your hero power gives your hero 1 more attack this game. This card is uber busted. I'm very much looking forward to playing it. You're gonna make your hero have so much attack so quickly. Set marquee. This is like a good, like an exciting card for this set. Exciting and strong. Harmonic Hip Hop. 2 mana shadow spell. Deal 1 damage, give your weapon +3 attack. Swaps each turn. Or the Dissonant Hip Hop is deal 3 damage, give your weapon +1 attack. Strongish support card. Doesn't really interest me that much. Mostly because it's rogue, but so I'm going to put it in who cares. like knowing that this is something that other people are excited for. I'm just not. Keyboard Soloist. Battle Cry. If you control no other minions, summon 2/1/2 amps with spell damage +1. This might be the actual best soloist. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember what Harmonica Soloist does. Actually, Harmonica Soloist is better, now that I think about it. This one's not bad. 4 mana, 2/4, 2/1. Well, 4 mana, 4/8. Spell damage 2. Spread across a few bodies. This seems fine. That said, it's also 4 mana. Probably just goes into forgettable. Then we have Light Show, 3 mana arcane spell. Shoot 2 beams at enemies that deal 2 damage. Shoot 1 more for each Light Show you've cast this game. So shoot 2 things for 2 damage, and the second one shoots 3. And if you somehow copy this, it can get nutty. That's cute. You find a way to copy this a bunch of times, it could be like a win con for a combo deck. MC Blingtron, 5 mana 3/4 mech, Battlecry. Both players equip 1/2 microphones. Your opponent increases all damage they take by 1. It's interesting. You like use it with like Astalor or Cthulhu or something that does a lot of damage split over a lot of hits. It's like Void Touch Attendant, but worse. That's cute. Mic Drop. 3 mana, draw 2 cards. Finale, give your weapon +2 attack. In Rogue, seems fine. You can play it with Kingsbane. You can play it with the Lifesteal Thief weapon. Beam support. Power Slider. Rush. Battlecry, gain +1/+1 for each minion type you've played this game. So how many minion types are there, right? There is Beast, Demon, Dragon, Elemental, Mech, Murloc, Naga, Pirate, Quillbore, Totem, Undead. There's 11. Okay. So if you play one of every kind of minion in the game, in Warrior, there's not great options to do every single one, you get a 3 mana 12/13 for 3 with a Rush. But you're not playing that on Curve. You get a big dude. Seems bad. Razorfin Rockstar. 1 mana 1/3 Quillbore. After you gain armor, gain 2 more. So this is good with Risky and Eternium Rover and Armorsmith. That all makes me feel pretty good about this card. It's not great, but it's something. We'll put it in meme support. Warrior saved. W. Rewind. 2 mana, discover a copy of another spell you've cast this game. Okay. What spells do you want to cast again? And you're discovering it. It's 2 mana, do nothing. It's 2 mana, add a card to your hand. What deck wants to do that? Smage, maybe. They have certain spells that they want to play a lot of. This is probably in That's Cute. Weak. It's not even. That's weak and mildly exciting. Forgettable. Roaring Applause. 2 mana, draw a card. Repeat for each minion type you control. So at its best, it's a 2 mana, draw 8. If you have a full board of different kinds of minions. At its worst, it's a 2 mana, draw 1. You're happy if it draws twice. At 3, you're ecstatic. If it's 2 mana, draw 3, that's like Book of Specters with no downside, right? With more setup though. So I'm in on this card. I think it's a meme enabler. Or Rockmaster Voon, 4 mana, 4/3 Battlecry, copy a minion of each minion type in your hand. So like, can copy a specific legendary that has a type with this. Maybe that's fine. You can fill your hand up in a hand buff deck with your buffed copies because it is copied minions. You can fill your hand up for like Twilight Drake or Mountain Giant shenaniganry if that's ever relevant. There's something here, maybe. We'll put it in. That's intriguing because I'm intrigued by it. Not saying it's good though. 3 mana, Shadow Chord, Distort, give a minion -5/-5. If it has 0 attack, destroy it. So yeah, this seems worse than what we can already do as priests. Spread the word. 4 mana, draw 2 cards, cost 1 less for each attack your hero has. This is Set Marquee for the same reason as the Groovy Cat is. Symphony of Sins. 6 mana, discover and play a movement. Shuffle the other 6 into your deck. So they're named after the 7 sins. It's like they're like fine. They're also really greedy and really slow. People will play it and be happy to play it. We're gonna put it in That's Cute. Nah, we'll put it in That's Intriguing. The effects are strong. They're just really slow. 4 mana, Volume Up. Draw 3 spells. Finale, discover a copy of one. 4 mana, draw 3. 4 mana draw 4. Might be fine. Who cares? Zoc Fog Snout. 7 mana 6/6. Battlecry, summon 2/1/1 Quillbore with Taunt. Improved by your hero attack and armor gained this turn. If this didn't say this turn, it would be maybe playable. As it is, so forgettable. Next, we've got Baritone Imp. 2 mana 2/2 Demon. Battlecry, take fatigue damage, gain that much attack and health. So this card doesn't really excite me much at all, especially with the prospect of the quest maybe coming back. And it's just like a good play. It's a 2 mana 3/3. Deal 1 to yourself at worst, right? So we're gonna say this. I'm gonna have a hot take that this package is gonna be strong and be oppressive. I don't know how much of a hot take it is, but I'm choosing to call it a hot take. 3 mana, Boogie Down. Summon 2 1-cost minions from your deck. Finale, give them taunt. What 1-cost minions do we want to summon from deck to just guarantee that they are in play / die? Boar Paladin, question mark? I don't know. Maybe it's something. Put it in that SKU. Chill Vibes. 3 mana Frost Spell. Restore 8 health. Finale. Summon a 3/3 Elemental Taunt. This is like the definition of a meme enabler. It's like super strong and keeps you alive. Cosmic Keyboard. 2 mana 0/3. After you cast a spell, summon an elemental with stats equal to its cost. Lose 1 durability. I feel like we've seen this card before, and it wasn't good then. It's like, well, it was okay then. It's like Medivh, but instead of getting randomness, you're getting like a consistent outcome, which is probably better, and it's coming down on 2 instead of on 7, but probably forgettable. Crazed Conductor. 5 mana 4/5. Battlecry, take fatigue damage. Summon that many 3/3 imps. So this is the worst of the package. If we're cutting any of them, it's going to be this one, probably. It's probably like fine. Put it in, who cares. Crescendo. Take fatigue damage. 3 mana. Deal that much damage to all enemies. This goes face. Why did I just now realize that this goes face? I mean, it goes to your face too, to be fair. So like, let's say you play all of the cards, right? And you kind of end with Crescendo. You play double Baritone Imp, you play double Crazed Conductor. That's 4 fatigue damage. Your first Crescendo deals 5 to all enemies, and your second one does 6 to all enemies. It's 11 damage. You do it to your own face too, but you can build your deck to heal. I mean, this card seems good. This is like the best one of the 3, in my opinion. Death Metal Knight, 3 mana 3/4. Taunt costs health instead of mana if your hero was healed this turn. Blood going in on this, like, playing things for health, seems decent, but I don't really care. Demonic Dynamics. Discover 2 Daemons. Finale, give them 1 and 2. This is really bad. Random Demons and Wild. Pass. 6 mana, Dirge of Despair. Deal 3 damage to a character. If that kills it, summon a demon from your deck. Bane of Doom, but better. More expensive, but better. Forgettable. Bane of Doom hasn't seen play in a decade. Disco Mall. 2 mana 2/2. Death Rattle. Give a random friendly minion +1 and 1. Play minions while equipped to improve. So, like, you play a bunch of dudes, right? And then you swing for 2. And then you play a bunch of charge dudes. And then you swing with your weapon for 2. And something goes face. Well, they all go face, but something goes face for a lot. And you have a couple of these. I mean, it's clumsy. It's cluttered. But it is cute. Felstring Harp. Whenever your hero would take damage on your turn, restore 2 health instead. Lose 1 durability. So, like, that's an okay effect. One thing to consider with this is that it gives Warlock a cheaper weapon if they decide to go pirates and want a chargy boy. Beyond that, I don't know, it's fine. Not great. Put in meme support. Guitar Soloist. 5 mana 4/3. Battlecry. If you control no other minions, draw a spell, a minion, and a weapon. It is 5 mana, but it's 5 mana draw 3 specific things. So, probably fine. It's cute. Hardcore Cultist. 3 mana 2/1 undead. Deal 2 damage. Finale to all enemies. So on curve, this does 2 to everything on their opponent's side. It's really understated. This is like, if you whiff, 3 mana 2/1, deal 2. That's like a worse. That's like Spring Rocket. That's a card, right? Spring Rocket, 3 mana 2/1 mech, deal 2 damage. That was a card. This one says finale to all enemies. Still probably going to be really bad. Maybe playable in standard. Harmonic Disco, 5 mana, discover a 5 cost minion, summon it with +1 and 1, which Dissonant would be discover a 1 cost, summon it with 5 and 5. The one with 5 and 5 seems really funny, but so bad. Harmonic Mood. Give your hero +2 attack this turn, gain power or armor. When it flips, it says give your hero 4 attack, gain 2 armor. It's like a fine card. It's nothing to write home about. Probably goes into meme support. 6 mana Harmonic Pop. Deal 3 damage to all minions. Summon a 6/6 pop star. Swaps each turn. So the Dissonant is deal 6 damage to all minions. Summon a 3/3. That's like maybe fine, but who cares? Harmonica Soloist. 3 mana 4/2. Battlecry, if you control no other minions, discover and cast a secret. This card feels like it'll see play in like, it's like Mad Scientist, but you can discover what you need in the moment, and it's a Battlecry. It's caught my attention. We're gonna say meme support. Hollow Technician, 3 mana 3/4. After any minion takes exactly 1 damage, destroy it. So like, you know what we're not playing? Voodoo Doll. This is better than Voodoo Doll because you don't have to kill your own thing to kill something. But it's effectively the same effect, right? You choose a minion you want to die, and you ping something, and the minion you wanted to die dies. This one has a body that sticks around after, and you can use it hopefully many times. You can use it with like Shooting Star to clear three things. Might be fine, but who cares? Melomania. Each time you play a minion this turn, add a random shaman spell to your hand. So you can play minions to gain shaman spells. Seems bad. 4 mana, 3/2, Kodohai Drum Kit. Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to all minions, gain armor while equipped to improve. Do you ever soulbound this? Why do I always come back to Silas Soulbound? Oh my gosh. Like, you just play this early, you set it up to like have a ton of thing, and then you just like get them. For that reason, among others, we're gonna put it up in cute. I refuse. Well, it's good in real situations. It's terrible in the situation I just described, but in real situations it might be playable. Mixtape. 1 mana, discover a copy of a card your opponent played this game. This could be really good for a value type rogue. And you can also like use it to like, it's like fun for thief rogue. I don't know. That's intriguing. Well, that's intriguing says it's weak, right? Probably fine. It's probably like meme potential. Am I that excited about it? Yeah, that's a card I'd play. Rhythm and Roots. 4 mana nature druid spell. Choose one secretly. Summon 3 5/5 ancients in 2 turns, or 8/8 giants in 4 turns. So bad, and not that exciting. Saxophone Soloist. 1 mana 1/2. Battlecry, if you control no other minions, add a Saxophone Soloist to your hand. So you play a 1 mana 1/2, like adds a 1/2 to your hand, which you cannot play in the same turn if you want to get the value. So you can play like a 2 mana 2/4 if you have an empty board. Why do we care? If this said add a copy of this to your hand, you might play it in Shutterwalk. Because then it's like insane, right? Because then you don't have to copy things anymore. That's tragic. Actually, I'd really enjoy that, actually. You don't have to play, like, you can go infinite without having to play copy of things anymore. Or the bounce effects. Yeah, that would be really good. Synthesize. 1 mana mage spell. Add a random 1, 2, and 3 cost elemental to your hand. Forgettable. Taste of Chaos. 1 mana, deal 2 to a minion. Finale, discover a fel spell. This is like a fine card. Who cares though? And then, Love Everlasting. 3 mana. Your first spell each turn costs 2 less. Lasts until you don't play a spell on your turn. I mean, this just screams meme deck, right? It might be actually good, but it's just like, it's exciting. We'll say meme potential, actually. And then Thornmantle Musician. 1 mana 1/3 Quillbore. Finale, the next beast you summon gets +1 and 1. So this is pretty bad, right? Well, that brings us to the end of the Festival of Legends meme tier list. Thank you for watching, and check out the link down below to fill out your own version of this tier list. You can either do memes like I did, or you can do power level, whatever you want to do. It's the beauty of the internet. Peace.